Hello everyone, let me start with a massive thank you for all your support. The Kickstarter campaign is going really well, much better than I expected. So thank you everyone for supporting us. We'll keep working hard and try to deliver the game in its best form, although it may take a couple of more months. Anyway, let's get some development progress report and some Kickstarter related stuff. Let's start with some development stuff. While we're having the crowdfunding campaign going, things got a bit slower for the moment, but it's going alright. From the programming side, we've just added the Japanese localization in the game. This helped us sorting out the translation file, so it will make other translators to work easier on localizations. After this, we're making a new title screen. It's a time-consuming work to adjust the timing and placing assets, together with the other game features UI, like minigames and teleportations. The current build demonstrates the basic functions, it works, and how it will affect player stats and stuff, but it needed much better presentations, more polishing. Same with lots of stuff. I got some feedbacks all mentioned about the rough edges about the demo. Luckily, we still have some time until release. No need to mention about the Kickstarter funding will provide us extra times and resource to make the game better. We've got a list ourselves about everything we need to improve or fix. Unfortunately, this thing is planned for October build. For the August demo update, will be content focused. Done with the programming stuff, let's talk about the art assets. Apart from what was mentioned earlier about UI polishing, I'm replacing some of the background assets and producing more character frames for animations. Here's the differences of school area. The previous school area asset was produced by another artist, which is not good enough. At least I'm not happy with it. But the problem is, there are other works I need to attend to, so the whole school background stages is more like a placeholder. This board thing so this shit is going to be fixed. Apart from reworking the background, we're also adding each shop, restaurants and other rooms level to the map. Since we have most of the background assets done, these level stages will be finished relatively faster. Then the characters. Since we don't have any female type mobs, so this is what I'm working on at the moment. Then I will keep adding new characters like mobs, NPC and all sort of pedestrian, etc. This time I might try some outsourcing. A Gamemode resourcing studio contacted me a while ago asking if I need external help with the art assets. I'm going to try to let them do some simple stuff just to see how good they are. That's pretty much about everything on the art side. That's our development report. Now let's talk about the Kickstarter related stuff. I will start with the reward tiers with customizable NPCs. I posted an update about the differences with each tiers, but still, something I'd like to clarify since I got DM asking if they can pledge for multiple NPC add-on, and also someone would like to pledge more to get an extra slot for higher tier. For the NPC on the add-on, it's just a background NPC with simple idle animation and a couple of lines of dialogues. There won't be any other interactions other than that. Different between the background NPC and the pedestrian NPC is the pedestrian NPC are just like the NPC walking around on the street and you can beat them. Plus, you can talk to them too. Just want to make this clear. Another giveaway tweet, I saw some people start posting their OCs. That's great. I'm really looking forward to draw your character and good luck to everyone take part in the giveaways. Then the collector box. Well, the quote box is actually a bag, a student bag to be more specific. The photo I showed is just a basic sample without the logo printed, but that's pretty much how the package box would look like. We haven't made any physical samples for the items come with it. The fridge magnet, however, was a test sample for previous event. The quality wasn't that great. It's just a mock-up. We'll keep you guys updated once we have all the items sample produced. About the stretch goals, it's amazing that we've reached the 7th stretch goals. That is the second extra playable character added to the game. Although we wanted to add more playable characters to the game for the multiplayer feature, but the stretch goal helps to nail that idea for production schedule. I'm going to briefly explain some of the stretch goals just to give you an idea how it might look like if we put that part of content into the game. Start with crafting. This was something we planned to add to the game at the beginning, but later removed because of the workload. It's not a difficult thing to add, but just what comes with it. To add it back, I want this feature to have some connections to other gameplays, so it's not something just there and stand alone. I saw some Discord discussion about mixing your own shakes and stuff. That's a really good idea, crafting something interesting. I like that. How about some homebrew mess, Molotov cocktail and customized vibrator dildo? Anyway, it would be fun features to add. For customizable player home, now this can be executed in several ways. The easiest way is for player to buy the unlocks and upgrades for features in the player home, such as crafting table, kitchenwares, sandbags, etc. The hard way is to allow player to place the furniture on the floor, but I'm not very confident about getting it work smoothly. Gameworld Expansion. This is, to be honest with you, maybe not very exciting as the other stretch goals. Basically, what I'm planning is to add some new locations, such as the sewer system where you can fight mutated alligators and turtles. Not really, but somewhere you can explore and add another route to other places, and maybe add some more lore-related stuff, and more raid stages. Basically, the dungeons, if it's in a fantasy setting. Plus, a more in-depth red light district, so we can prepare for some hot actions in future updates for that specific content, if you know what I mean. New game mode. Okay, this one I will dive in a bit more about what's all about. The main points are adding a completely self-customizable protagonist that you can choose your gender. Although it may be difficult to change players' character's appearance when wearing different costumes, but I think I mentioned that it's totally doable, but just lots of works. There's rooms for optimizing the character's sprite sheet to reduce the amount of work for it, but with our current manpower, it's impossible to do, unless we postpone the game another year or so. And with the customized character, we can do a free mode that you can basically live in the town as a normal student. Go to school and live your life, you get an exam and graduate. There would be time limit and some stat to indicate that what kind of person you will become after graduation. That's one of the extra game mode. Another one is the zombie survival mode. Since we removed the firearms from the game at the beginning of the development, so this is the chance to add it back. What this mode will have is a simple storyline, and the rest is just fighting and shooting, plus some puzzle solving for story progress. We were thinking of something like Resident Evil. You are a special agent, need to go somewhere to retrieve some important sample and leave the town. Nothing decided, but that's the idea. Or maybe we can go a bit darker, something like surviving in a totally fucked up, chaotic town that occupied by zombies, mutated tentacle monsters, and cannibal savages with massive cock. And you can either scavenge materials to build a truck to escape the place, or become the king or queen of the shithole yourself. But the point is to try something new with the current game mechanics, because it would be a waste to just have one game mode. Next is the Bosozuk mode. Frankly speaking, this is just a road redemption or road rash. I can't really go into the details of this because I only have some mock-ups images on my head and some very vague gameplay designs of this, but that's it. Lastly, there are 18 stuff. If by any chance we reached this goal, what we're not going to do is to add some CG illustrations for certain things, or getting defeated and then show some CG illustrations, or the clothes will get shattered when defeated. What we will do, however, is to add sprite animations in the cutscene when needed. For example, when you cleared the romanceable character's event, what we do now is to fade to black screen and then another fade in back to normal. We could definitely do something here. And for scenes where the antagonist character is talking on the phone, we could probably add someone to blow him, or the background animation on the red light district, or on the school toilet, NPCs fucking each other and stuff. From the visual presentation and perspective, it would look like those Mugen porn stuff. It might be quite a lot of extra works for this to be made. Then there will need some gameplay related to this, like smashing buttons for faster piston actions, if you know what I mean, and holding this button and press this to change poses, etc. All the juicy hot stuff. The main point is to get the adult content as part of gameplay, rather than a gallery scene with some dialogues. Okay, that's it for this devlog. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please follow us on Twitter, wishlist game on Steam, join the Discord server to talk with us and the community, subscribe this channel for future updates. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.